YouTubers. Well, thank God I'm eventually going on a canoe trip. It's been a while. Been busy doing other stuff. You can see behind me the bike's loaded up and the canoe on the roof. And yeah, I'm basically heading off down here. It's been a while since I've been canoeing. Been working quite a lot, and I work away from home, so the opportunity to get out on the boat and or even do bushcraft's been quite limited, really. So yeah, this is my first trip. I've got a spare 24 hours, so I thought I'd get a bit of action in, and then in a couple of weeks' time, I actually stop work then for the summer. And here we have like 3-4 weeks off for the summer holidays, so that's going to be good. I'll hopefully get a few more trips in. I bought a new camera. It's kind of a GoPro fake, company called Denver, and so what I'm going to do, I'll set that. I haven't used it yet properly. Did a bit of sample footage at home, and it seems pretty clear. Mosquitoes are out in force today. Now the only downside is the sound quality is rubbish, so it won't have any sound when I actually put it on the video. But you can see it here. So I've mounted it on the front of the bike, and yeah, we'll see what kind of footage we get. Hi guys, well I'm here and it's Mozzie Central. Jesus, there's loads of them. And we've had quite a lot of rain, or a hell of a lot of rain over the past, well, feels like forever. But now it's got warmer. God, they're everywhere. Not so bad where I live at home, but Jesus, up here there's like swarms of the little blighters. But the weather's not too favourable, and we are due rain. Hopefully it's just supposed to be showers, spotty showers apparently, but we'll see how we go. I've got poncho and that kind of gear, so should be alright. And I don't know if you can see these around the bike. Can we bring the camera down? I don't know if they're showing up on camera, but God, there's a lot of mosquitoes. But I'm armed with my Nordic Summer, which is just the best thing for getting rid of them, and I'll certainly stop him biting anyway. yeah, so anyway, I'm going to get the canoe down to the water, lock up the bike, and yeah, push off. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, I'm on the water. Over my shoulder you can see the channel working its way out. I'm back on Canoe actually. This is my sort of nearest lake to me, and it's a lovely lake. It's got a few islands on it. As you can see from the title of this video, Canoe to Singapore. The island I'm heading for is named Singapore. So I'm going to head off down, do a bit of filming. I'm going to try a bit of fishing. I can see plenty of movement. You know, fish is feeding. Fish. I love it this time of year. This is kind of pre-major tourist season, although it's, you know, next month. We're in June. So yeah, next month, July, is going to be the full-on. The whole of the country pretty much comes to a standstill, and yeah, it's just holiday season. And in September, it quietens down again. And September is a stunning time to be here. It's generally still warm, albeit this year has been a really wet year. I mean, this past few days have been the best we've had, really. And yeah, normally we get good summers here, but oof, it's been a pants one this year. It's just rained non-stop, pretty much. So anyway, I'm going to do my obligatory Hudson Bay start, and I'm going to head up to the Kiel Island, which is basically directly in front of me, behind you, and yeah, get a brew on, tune in to my environment. I like to spend at least half an hour to an hour before I start any trip just chilling out, really, and tuning into the environment, because I've sort of worked it out over the years that if you don't, you can miss loads. You really miss a lot, and if you just kind of sit down, chill out, let your brain unwind, you'll start to notice and hear a lot more things, be it animals, you know, even just down to bugs. That it's all part of the experience, I think, and you'll tune in to the environment, which is lovely. But let's be honest, that's why everybody that does this kind of thing does it. They want to be part of it, and especially nowadays with our hectic lives. So yeah, I'm going to push on, and I shall get back to you in a little while. Well, I was hoping to get away from the rain before it really kicked in. I was hoping to kind of get a couple of hours paddling in before that started. I felt a few spots of rain, and yeah, I mean, behind me, I don't know if you can see this there, just here, there's a pretty big rain cloud coming in, probably currently chasing me up the lake. Waves are picking up slightly. I'm guessing the wind's on its way as well. So I think what I'm going to do is, just because, like I say, I like to have a little stop and just make sure I haven't forgotten anything, have a brew, that kind of palaver. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to get round the back of the Kiel Island, but that looks proper stormy over there. Down there towards Canoe, which is the main town of this lake, it's actually raining. I can see it on the hills, and yeah, it's coming towards me, which is great. So I'm about to cop that, but you know, it's just part and parcel of canoeing, I suppose. Well, first brew on the go. Here we go, got my Kelly kettle going, or storm kettle, whatever you want to call it. And today, for making my coffee, normally I just use a filter, you know, that you put over the cup, but I've got my GSI Outdoors coffee percolator, I suppose you'd call it. And basically the way it works, I'll show you, is you have your main vessel, and in this little bag I have my coffee. I was certainly right about the rain. It's been coming down steady now for about 15 minutes. Let's get the spoon. Yeah, it's been not massively heavy, but it's enough to sort of enforce the decision to stop for a cup of tea, or coffee in my case. So anyway, so you take your cup. I like strong coffee, so a couple of those. This is freshly ground coffee, ground coffee beans, not pre-ground. I grind them myself for camping anyway, because you just get such a better flavour, really rich, you know, heavy coffee kick, which is nice. So basically all you do is you put your coffee in the main one. I can take this sleeve off actually, to show you better. So yeah, your coffee goes in there, then you fill it up with water, the hot water, and then your plunger has got the filter built in. Some come with like a little paper pad filled with coffee, like a tea bag, which, you know, is handy, but it's waste. You have to kind of either pack out with you, which would be ideal, or burn, or bury, or whatever. But I like this, it's just coffee grounds left at the end. And then all you do is, once your water's in there, you kind of plunge this down, and your drink ends up inside this one, and your lid is your drinking cup, like a takeaway thing. Yeah, so it's a pretty good idea really. I can highly recommend a Kelly kettle, or Storm kettle. There's quite a few, well, certainly two that I know of, companies that make them, and they're just by far the easiest way to get a brew on naturally, you know. And for me it's perfect, because the smoke generated by the burning of the wood helps keep the mosquitoes away. There's a coffee made. The Storm kettles, you can buy these extra bits, so when you're finished you cook on the bowl at the bottom. So you can see my fire still going, and yeah, you get a little grill thing that sits on top. I personally don't use them, but the option's there, you know, to use up the wood seems a waste. But so yeah, anyway, so my coffee's in the cup. If I just take this off, you'll get an idea of what I mean. I mean, you all know what a coffee percolator does, but so there you go, there's your plunger, and then you just squeeze it down. Now I'll try and do this on camera. I'll probably end up squirting it everywhere. You have to be quite patient, certainly with this one anyway. I'm not sure about other makes, but if you push too fast it kind of seeps up the sides. The O-ring's not the best in the world, so I'll give that a little stir. Just to really get it a good mix up. Plunger on the top, and you just slowly catch your monkey, push it down. Obviously if you have too much coffee, the pressure's a bit too much, you can't always push it down, but this is going slowly. Work it up and down a few times, pump it up and down, and you'll get it in. There we go. Now obviously you don't take the inner cup out, because it'll leak all over the shop. Put your lid on, and there we go, cup of coffee. Nice. Alright guys, well it doesn't look like the rain's going to let up much. I've been sitting here for about half an hour now. I've had my coffee, tuned in. It's nice, I can hear everything. Plenty of seagulls, yeah, and birds and stuff, and mosquitoes, but it's alright, it's bearable. And yeah, so I'm just kind of chilling out. I need to get my arse off the ground and go and get back in the canoe, but to be honest, I'm really comfortable. And sitting here looking out at the lake, and it's been such a long time since I've done any of this, and just to be sitting here in amongst the lingon, birch, pine and the water is just divine for me. Well guys, there you go. Just to prove that moose can swim, there you go. I'm still on the island, the rain's still coming down quite heavily at the moment, but it looks like it's clearing up. It's basically moving kind of northwest to southeast direction, and looking northwest it's quite bright, so I'm hoping this is like the tail end of it. But so yeah, there you go, bit of moose poo. There was something else over there, which I'll see if I can find it again. I can't identify it, the chances are it's an unwell moose, or moose with dodgy guts. Either that or cows can swim like a rogue mad cow. Evidence of mushrooms everywhere. But yeah, there was the monster mess. Where's it gone? Maybe this way, I think. Yeah, there we go. I think it's just an unwell moose, to be honest. I've seen this before, this kind of thing. It's like a moose with the trots. But I'll show you down by the lake, by the shore, get an idea what it's like. So basically, this is looking north. Canoe pretty much runs north to south. So Canoe, which is the main town, is right up that end, over there somewhere. I started over there in this little kind of outlet. There's a stream that runs down from Moujon, another lake, and there's an adjoining stream which comes out over there, which is where I put in. But you can see to the sort of northwest over here, it's looking a bit clearer. The rain's eased off, so I'm hoping, really hoping, that I'm going to get a bit of a run. There's blue sky over there. It's really annoying. Come this way. But yeah, I'm kind of heading south, so I really hope this is the end of the pants weather. For anyone interested in coming over to Sweden, certainly in this part of Sweden, Värmland or Värmland, tents really are a struggle unless you're going to stay at like pre-designated camping spots, when you know, where there's a fire pit and all that jazz. Most of the time it's like this. You know, it's soft lichen covered ground. It's like sphagnum moss, fallen birch, fallen pine, boulders, dead logs. I mean, you see there birch trees, that one's broken off. And trying to find a footprint, I've said this before in my other videos, trying to find a footprint for a tent is near on impossible. And yeah, it's almost impossible to find a spot to put a tent up. I mean, you can, obviously, there's going to be places you can put a tent, but 9 times out of 10, certainly the areas I go canoeing, nah, you've got no chance, or certainly not comfortably, you know, unless you've got a really small tent. So I think really probably bivvies, you know, if you want to sleep on the floor, or hammocks. I mean, I use a hammock 99.9% of the time, and yeah, it's by far the best thing. Bivvies, yeah, all very well. Make sure they're sealed bivvies, you know, like a hoop design where you climb right in, because the other thing you get here are wood ants, and you really don't want them getting in your underpants, as they say, because yeah, they bite really badly, and yeah, obviously it'll make for an uncomfortable trip. So I would suggest if you come in here, you know, hammock it. You can sleep very comfortably in a hammock once you get the hang of it, putting it up, you know, to the right kind of height and everything. Yeah, can't go wrong. I don't know if you noticed as well, I've donned my Ridgeline Monsoon 2 Elite jacket, purely because of the rain, and this is 100% waterproof, which I love it. I love this coat. But yeah, it's eased off, so I am going to get back on the water now, so I'll speak to you a bit later. Well, I'm still heading down, looking at my sat-nav map. I'm about a third of the way to my destination. It's still raining, albeit very, very lightly. Certainly nothing to worry about. I mean, there's some big, angry looking clouds to my right, which are coming this way, but I'm kind of hoping I'll miss them, or only just catch the edge of it would be nice. But yeah, you can see straight ahead here. Basically I'm heading down, and then I need to cut left in a second, and yeah, wiggle my way down. Not sure what that is floating down there. It looks like an old barrel or something. But I'm going to go left here, scoot this island, because I've tried going down that path, or straight on down there before, and although it shows you can get through, you can't. So I'll continue round this island. Looks like I'm in for another bit of a drenching, so I'm going to turn the camera off and get back to you in a little while. Back. Well, there's been a slight let up in the weather. The sun briefly came out. It's kind of trying to come out now, and yeah, the wind's dropped. Looks quite nice now. We'll see blue sky, and yeah, a bit more pleasure. Now I'm currently paddling south, like I said earlier, about halfway to Singapore. My arm's getting tired. A bit of kit I bought, because what I've noticed, I'm using my phone filming, is this thing. It's a solar charger doobry. It's a 5,000 milliamp hour, producing 5 volts, 200 milliamp, and yeah, seems to do the trick anyway. It's charging my phone up nicely, and I like it because I can hook it on my tripod using the carabiner that's supplied, and obviously when it's sun comes out like it is now, it doesn't wear the battery down in the well, it doesn't appear to anyway. I mean, obviously I haven't been using it for very long, but it's, yeah, it's just keeping my phone topped up nicely, because this phone is an LG G3. It tends to eat the battery when you're using too much film. But yeah, I'll turn the camera around, hang on. Yeah. Can you look at it? Putting on a little show for me, this one. Yeah, big boy. going to leave him alone. He's getting a little bit frantic, guessing because I'm behind him. There you go, you can see the blue sky now. Absolutely gorgeous now. It's been a really bizarre summer for us. 1 minute it's chucking it down, then you get like a few hours or half a day's worth of sunshine. It chucks it down again. I'm hoping that I'm going to have this kind of weather now. It's forecast to be spotty showers today and clear tomorrow. So I'm really hoping that I get more clear than spots. Anyway, I'm going to get back to you in a little bit. I've paddled a bit further down. Well guys, it's going to plan. I'm getting there. I can see the sort of broken islands now in front of me, which is where Singapore Island and all that is. And I'm quite pleased because I don't know if you can tell on camera, but there's a bit of a wind that's picked up coming from my left, and it's creating a few sort of, not big waves, but certainly it's making it more of an effort. Oh, but yeah, getting bounced around quite a bit. They're not bad, they're not massive, they're not no danger to me, but you know, you have to be sensible. You know, don't take risks. It's not worth it, especially here where there's no bugger about. But you probably noticed I always got my buoyancy aid on, and especially when I paddled across open water like I just have, because if the horrible thing happens and you go in a drink, A, it's going to be chuffing chumblies and a little bit nippy, but also, you know, you've got to be able to swim. And because I'm fully clothed, obviously trying to swim fully clothed can be awkward, so always wear your buoyancy aid if you're going canoeing or kayaking. Right, I'm almost there. I've made good time actually, I'm quite pleased. So for now I shall concentrate on my paddling, and I'll get back to you in a little while. Well, here we are. This is Singapore Island. It's glorious. And this is my putting point, just directly in front, just right there. And yeah, I'll land the boat, get my kit out, and then yeah, catch up in a minute. Well, there we go, everyone. So this is Singapore Island, and there's my campfire going. Got my food ready to go. My hammock's all set up. That's the view I've got for this morning. And sorry, for in the morning. Straight down there, I don't know if you can see that little white blob just there. Well, that's a building. To the left of that, there's a turquoisey blue thing. That's the salmon farm, trout fishery. Down the bottom there, and then the island is basically a mishmash of this island and then some small little blobs, rocks and whatnot. But yeah, lush with ling on again, as they all are. Plenty of pine, nice birch over there, paper birch just here, which got my fire going. Plenty of dead wood lying about, so I don't need to chop trees down, which you shouldn't be doing anyway, not if you can help it. And yeah, I've got a nice bit of driftwood here, and then this fallen down log. Yeah, but this is a proper campsite. This is a full up, you know, set up for fishermen and tourists, no doubt. Yeah, this will be me for the night. So I'm going to get my dinner on, which I didn't catch any fish because I never do. So I've got some grilled corv, which are big kind of sausages, and yeah, and then a curry as well. So I'm not going to go hungry. So there you go, guys. Catch you later. I've had my dinner. The fire's going. It'll burn all night now. like I say, my hammock's up, and I'm pretty knackered now, to be honest. So I'm going to call him into my pit and crash for the night, I think. Although it still looks daylight, it's actually later than you think. And yeah, I'm quite tired now. So I'll depend on the battery on the phone and whether the charger works tomorrow on my paddle back. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.